Let's be real here. Nobody wants to wait years to reach their goals. But that's exactly what the popular thinking is in today's culture. That you have to take small, incremental steps to reach your goals over a long period of time. But I'm here to tell you, that doesn't have to be the case. Stick around to find out what I mean by that and how you can reach your goals much more quickly than you have in the past. Good morning. Welcome to today's episode of Coffee with Dr. Scott, Summer Edition. For those of you who are new to the show, I am Dr. Scott. I am the personal development and business growth coach for chiropractors. Basically, I grow chiropractic practices, and that's what Coffee with Dr. Scott is all about. Giving you the strategies and the tools to grow your practice, and giving you strategies and content to work on your own personal development as well, which is what today's show is going to do. Let me get all set up here. Go ahead and let me know what your answer is to today's question of the day. Which concept means success more to you? A higher income or more freedom? Now notice I said more in there. Don't answer both. You can't answer both. What are you looking for more for success? The common answer would be both. I want a higher income and I want more freedom. But I want to know which one means more success to you. Which one makes you feel like you have success? My answer has definitely changed over the years. A higher income would have definitely been it back when I owned 7 practices and had a whole bunch of employees, was working my butt off. I definitely was looking for a higher income. Today it's definitely, no doubt, more freedom. I think that changed when the kids came. More time to spend with the kids, more freedom. That's definitely my thing these days. So put your answer to the question of the day down below. Speaking of freedom, I guess this isn't necessarily freedom, but we slept outside yesterday. We did some backyard camping last night. A little tight here in the lower back because we have a blow-up mattress, but the kids got that, so I ended up on the floor of the sleeping bag, or on the ground with the sleeping bag. I can still see a tent out there. I think my daughter's still sleeping. And as you know, we have a whole bunch of animals in the backyard. They're louder at night than I thought they were. So I did not get the best night's sleep, did not have my best morning routine this morning. So here I am pushing this morning routine workshop that we're going to start on Friday. And I slipped on it because of the freedom. Because we decided to sleep outside, we're basically airing out the tent. As you may or may not have heard, we're taking the rest of the week off, going out on RAGBRAI. Talk about that more here in a second. So we were airing out the tent, set it up. The kids were like, oh, we're sleeping there tonight. So we did a little backyard camping. So again, question of the day, which means success to you more, higher income or more freedom? While you're answering, I want to remind everyone that I will be off the rest of the week. Coffee with Dr. Scott is going to be dark. I am going to be biking across Iowa and sleeping in that tent, which when I tell people, nobody really think that sounds exciting. But if you Google RAGBRAI, RAGBRAI, you'll see it's a really pretty cool event. It started on Sunday, and people started riding all the way across Iowa. So they go through some of the little tiny towns in Iowa. I mean, towns like 200, 400 people that still have a bar for some reason. Sometimes they have 2 bars, and there are only like 300 people in that town. So those bars just throw on a big party as they're coming through. So in the course of a day, they might go through 6, 7 towns. And again, just stop, party there for a little while, ride 7 or 8, 15 miles to the next town, hang out there, eat, party. And then at the end of that day, the overnight town, as they call it, will have a concert and big party there. And the high school will open up the football field, so everybody just put up their tent and goes camping. Not to mention every house in town invites people in. You camp on their front lawn. For Iowa, it's a huge deal. And it is the biggest bicycle race across the state in the country. There's over 30,000 riders. So that's what I'm going to be doing the rest of the week, just Wednesday through Friday. And then on Friday, I head down to pick up my oldest daughter again, and we're heading out to Oregon. Work trip for me, but I'm bringing her along to have a little fun as we go. So I should be live most days next week, but again, we're going to be kind of casual about the show next week from Oregon. Hopefully get my 16-year-old she'll be 17 yet? No, she turns 17 next Thursday, so just the day after we get home from Oregon. So my almost 17-year-old, hopefully I can get her on the show. She's always fun to have on. But here's some pretty exciting news. The following Monday after I get back from Oregon, so I'm in Oregon, bike ride this week, Oregon next week, the week after that, Monday, August 6th, Coffee with Dr. Scott is going to be back with a bang. Not just regular shows, this is a biggie. I mean, would you love to learn how you can start launching your chiropractic practice in just 1 week? And no, I don't mean you're going to be making $1 million in a week or expanding to 7 practices. Again, that took me over 10 years to do. I don't expect that from you. It's not going to happen in a week. But just like I mentioned a few minutes ago, to start creating a massive launch in your practice in just 1 week. My 5-part live video series challenge. It's going to be entitled The 4 Tools You Need to Start Launching Your Practice in Just 1 Week. Kicks off on Monday, August 6th at 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Now, trust me, if you're a chiropractor, this is something you absolutely don't want to miss. It's a free series. I've worked on it most of the summer just for you. It's going to give you the tools you need to start launching in a week, not a year. If you want in on this series, and trust me, you do, just comment with the word challenge down below, and I'll get you all the access, all the info you need to access it when it comes live. So again, just put challenge down below and you'll get signed up for that 5-day challenge. While you're down there in the comments, go ahead and answer the question of the day, which means success more to you, higher income or more freedom. I see Casey and Jeffrey joining us. Hey, Taryn, good morning to you. Jeffrey, haven't seen you around before. Let me know where you're from, what state you're from, Jeffrey, and then go ahead and answer that question of the day as well. All of you that are just joining me, make sure you give me that thumbs up. This show is thumbs up powered. I like seeing those thumbs go across the screen, so shoot those over for me and give me your answer to today's question of the day as well. I'll repeat it again. Which concept means success more to you, a higher income or more freedom? Now, most people work under the mindset that success comes from tiny steps, taking over long periods of time. That's the norm. It's the way we're conditioned to think. But it's not the only way. And it's by far not the best way to make massive launches in your business or in your life. In fact, oftentimes it's what holds us back. Think about it. When you have a goal and it takes you years to reach it, what typically happens? Right? You run into some obstacles. And then unfortunately, oftentimes we give up. We end up thinking something like that goal wasn't ours to have, or we weren't meant to achieve it. When we operate under that hustle harder, work longer mentality, and it takes you a long time to reach goals or to see success, it oftentimes leads to unfortunately quitting or just failure. The key to getting past that mentality is to change your mindset and embrace a new way of thinking and new strategies for success. Now, if you've been around Coffee with Dr. Scott for a bit, you've heard me use the term launch frequently. That's because a launch implies a massive jump, huge growth, and quick success. And there isn't anything slow about a launch. It doesn't take years for a rocket ship to launch, does it? Once it begins, it's a very quick process. And that is exactly the way you need to think about success. And one of the best parts about this new way of thinking is that it actually requires less effort, less of that hustle harder mentality. Once you embrace this new mindset, you'll actually put in less work to reach your goals, not more. Oftentimes, we focus more on removing obstacles, removing our restrictions. And when we do that, success happens a lot faster. The problem is we tend to resist new ways of thinking or new ways of doing things. The old ways feel comfortable. They feel safe. They keep us in our little comfort zone. But you've probably heard that old saying that nothing grows from your comfort zone. And that is exactly true. Staying in a comfort zone keeps us in the same place, never allows us to launch. When we keep doing what we're doing, right, we keep getting what we've been getting. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for your business. I want you to see success that comes quickly. I want you to launch, both in your practice and in your life. So if you're ready to start changing your thought processes and using strategies that are designed to launch you to success quickly, I have exactly what you need. My 14 Triggers to Create Your Own Launch is a short little video series that gives you each of the new thought processes and strategies that you can use to create a launch in your practice and in your life, and create it quickly. And my 14 video series is free. If you haven't gotten access to the 14 Triggers to Launch, it's simple to get, because I like simple. All you need to do is click that link in the comments or comment with the word triggers, and I'll get you access. It really is that simple. I encourage you to stop operating under that hustle harder mentality, under that take one small step at a time mentality, and start seeing massive growth in your life and start achieving your goals much more quickly. All right. I hope every one of you has a great week. And keep an eye on the page here as I'm going out on my bike ride, because I may hop on to show you all some pics or videos of the trip if I get the opportunity. Rag ride's a little tough just because there's 30,000 people in a small town. cell phone coverage doesn't work very well while you're on a ride. But I'll try to give you some tours. I'll definitely hit you up next week in Oregon. So those of you who are subscribed, I will send you a few reminders here and there when these new series and programs roll out. If you're not subscribed yet, now is definitely the time to do that before this 5-day video challenge that we've got coming up in 2 weeks. And it's easy. Again, just click the link in the comments. I promise you I won't bug you with messages every single day. But I've got to go get out and get ready for a trip, get my kids off and ready to go to Grandma and Grandpa's house. So I'm signing off for the week. Take what you heard here today, sign up for the video series challenge, and let's launch your practice.